We have talked about uncertainty, harmony, and the essence of life, which is to control time at present, and the essence of movement, absolute freedom. Now, it leads to a very important concept, allowing things to happen, which I've gone through in talk one and promise I'll come back again. Now, this allowing things to happen is the essence of Lao Ji, which is why, mo why. Practice the principle of not doing. What is not doing? Not doing is not interfering, not to interfere with the propensity of things, which all things have. And then in Zhongji, this is 為事不容而寓諸用. What it means? Don't act. Don't act, but allow the system that have the ability to provide absolute freedom in the movements to let things evolve their own way and make their own turn. If you be able to tune in with this system, then you will be absolutely free to move through all kind of constraints, all kind of tight situations, as if you have a zero thickness blade that allow you to go through all the joints and all the most minute gaps in a cow. Then, even when Confucius interpreted I Ching, he came to a conclusion that only at a stage of absolute silence can one come to a state of clarity which allows you to connect all the dots and everything becomes so clear. Now, let's go back to some of the movements. You see, it's all wait, I wait and I move, wait and move, and then wait and I move. Right? This is all about allowing things to happen. Consider this. Two balls coming together, opposite direction, meet same time, same place. If they don't stop, they just keep hard going, they'll break each other. And this is a confrontation. A confrontation takes same direction but opposite. Same time, same place, and the same intent. The same intent to fight for the place at the time, and the same intent to compete with each other. Like one of these, there's no confrontation. Now, consider this. These two balls trying to come to each other, okay? But watch. They cannot break each other, okay? And if anyone turns a little bit, it's like the Taichi sparring again. Why? Because one, they can yield. They are at the unfilled state. They're not full. Room inside. So they have room. The room can allow them to change, to not compete, not to fight head on. And this is very important to avoid confrontation, the unfilled state. And then you can see this. It's almost like two force fields interacting together, ending up in a dance with each other. And this is the outcome of allowing things to happen. No confrontation, and carry the principle of incomplete fullness, where you always have the room to move 100% with 100% freedom. Like this, like this, like this, and like this, which is really an art of waiting. Waiting is an art, really, because waiting is not a negative recession of movement. It's not a retreating to a passive situation. No. Waiting can only happen when you are there first. You are ahead of the game. Let me relate to a story of a happening during the Three Kingdoms. You all know about the Three Kingdoms, but it's a fascinating thing. Now, this is a war between uh, a force north of the Yellow River, Yunxiu, and then the south, Chaozhou. You all know about Chaozhou, right? And then the force is 200,000 at the north and 20,000 in the south. And it's a very obvious mismatch. But Cao Cao somehow get himself to control a place which called Gundou, which is the government pier, a transportation hub of the waterway system of that time. So they had on locked. Okay. Couldn't move. Either party couldn't move. Right. And then as time go on, then the force of Chocho 220,000 people only, but supply become a problem. They're running out of food, okay, and running out of morale. So he 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 sent a letter back to the home base to ask one of his most trusted counsels, and he answers, which is the classic of the communications of the time, one of the most important piece of communication during the Three Kingdoms. This guy replied, you being the most weakest against the strongest, you either win or you got destroyed. And this is the turning point of history. Now you're clutching the flow of the other party, they cannot move. All the hidden factors come to the surface. The trend of everything come to an end, bound to change. Observe, watch out, take advantage of the change, and win. And that is the essence of waiting. Waiting is not just fold the arms and sit there, it's to understand the situation, to clear your doubts, okay? And then to observe and move at the right time. And then what happened is that the other side become careless. Okay, they get onto the situation and then send some sudden attack to their base, the source of their supply, and burn all their supply. And all of a sudden, the other party become panic. Things change. They attack, and then boom, 20,000 against 200,000, 1 to 10, and they won. To change everything in the history of the free kingdom. And that is the art of waiting that happens to us every day. We all wait, one way or the other. Something we cannot avoid waiting. We wait for the elevator, we wait for tea to boil, we wait the coffee to be made, we wait for the telephone to come. But we have to understand what are we waiting for. The art of waiting.